Hey everyone, this is Nitro. So it's day 7 of my Game of Thrones account, and I'm just gonna claim today's daily bonus, and I'll cover what has happened so far. So now that I am at level 41, I have unlocked a whole bunch of things like Merchant and King of the North. I mostly done the event except for ranging in particular, and of course starring up Jon Snow and the arena part, right? Other than that, of course, I can still finish up the legendary mode, but since this event runs all the way to the 23rd, I still have lots of time to do it. There's no real rush. The legendary event, yeah, runs for 16 more days. So lots of time, I can kind of catch up at my leisure. Other than that, I have raised Jon Snow to 3 stars, finishing up the battles of the legendary event all the way up to hard level 1. Okay. These battles were actually quite easy because my soldiers were now overpowered for the fight, right? So I'm starting to realize that this game can be as difficult or as easy as you want it to be. You don't have to do the battles anytime, so you can you can do the battles anytime you want. So you can really get your characters completely overpowered before you start doing those fights. Like there's no limitation that prevents you from doing that. So as a result, I'm honestly not sure how much longer I'll play this game. If there's no endgame content that remains difficult, if every content can be made super easy, then I honestly don't see a point to all this. There's no thought required. At least that's how I see it. But moving on. So I am still playing right now though, and I will have to wait and see because my opinion of this game will completely depend on what kind of endgame content will be available. Let's move on. So I finished my first, lodge event for the day and got 3 more Champions of Winter items. And then I'm going to send off my second one. That will probably be done by the time I finish this video. So I'll pick that one up then. Other than that, from the merchant, I actually realized that now that my characters are like level 40 and 60, I'm getting lots and lots of novice insignias from the Weirwood forays. Like if I get very often, the regular campfires give me 2 items when they drop it, and then the very last location can give me 4 novice insignias. Since you do this 3 times, it's a lot. In addition, today's patch also added a new additional extra attempt that you can try for 200 silver stags. Given that each attempt gives me so many items, and if I actually purchase these items from the merchant, they cost like 150 and so on, I'm going to stop buying items here from the ranger supply and instead just purely do extra runs of the Weirwood foray. So I will still continue to buy these items though, but I'm no longer refreshing this ranger supply at all. It's just not worth it. Renown shop wise, I'm going to start saving up because I don't need to purchase novice insignias anymore. I don't think I need to purchase veteran insignias anymore, and elite insignias are very expensive, so I might want to save up to purchase other items like these ability scrolls and whatnot instead. So I have 5,000 renown on hand right now. I can save up on it and then do more expensive purchases at will later on. As for the honor store, well, honor store wise, I'm going to actually continue to buy shards of heroes in general because they're reasonably cheap, and that's what I'm focusing on instead of ability scrolls. And I don't know if that is the best idea overall, but we'll see, because at the very least I figure I should unlock all the heroes that I don't have right now, and then we'll go from there. Right. So my purchase decision here for the honor shop is probably not the optimal decision since I'm constantly buying shards, but what the heck. From a fun perspective, I figure I should try to unlock all the characters and figure out how they work, right? And as for Bloodraven and Jon Snow shards, I think those are 2 characters I don't ever plan to upgrade, so I'll hold off on those. Right? Jon Snow, Old Bear Stewart, has actually hit 3 stars as a side note. But I want to focus my purchase of shards on King of the North Jon Snow and Daenerys Targaryen instead. So what I'm purchasing is basically the 4 heroes that I don't have unlocked. And other than that, I am focusing on Daenerys and Jon Snow right now. So I'm trying to optimize, trying to get heroes and then trying to optimize my purchases to get the characters I actually use upgraded. Alright, so other than that, in terms of leveling compared what I've done yesterday, right, did the challenge boss event, got more things to upgrade on my tactics card. Barracks wise, my soldiers are now level 60, 40, 40. I should be able to further upgrade today from doing my Weirwood foray. So tomorrow update will probably have 2 characters at level 60 and probably this guy maybe at level 50 or 60, right? So very soon all 3 of these guys will be at level 60, which means I just need to get them to the platinum level if I want to use them to upgrade them even further, because that's the cap. Once they've hit level 60, you need to upgrade them to platinum level to get any further upgrades. So that's not necessarily a bad thing. It means I can focus on upgrading the Wolfswood Ranger as well after that, right? So soon and then that will have me prepared for the wall battles on the weekend. These battles here, the wall. And finally, the only other thing to really mention is, I know the next things that unlock in terms of event-wise is going to be level 50. There's going to be the library here that unlocks, and on the other side there is going to be the rookery that unlocks. So I don't know how those 2 events work. We'll see later on. And that pretty much concludes my status update. Today, obviously, I'm going to do my 5 challenge battles. I'm going to do my use up all my food purchases and also do the food purchases that are here, which I believe are in day 2 and day 7. So I'm going to purchase up those ones very rapidly. And otherwise, for the rest of these purchases, I'm taking a wait and see approach. Right? I'll do all my purchases probably on the last day. Or this weekend, if you will. And that is, so I'm purchasing the critical items first for leveling up. Everything else I'll take a wait and see approach. And lastly, because I did purchase I did purchase these ones, the traits for the hero, the 3-star traits for my heroes. It gave me a wider variety of traits to use for these heroes, unit traits, which means I'm going to change them up for sure, right? Right now, for example, I can probably equip new items on them. So I'm going to unequip this guy first. What I've noticed is I very frequently, for example, use the Winterfell Rider as a tank character. High mobility tank. So he's going to want healing between battles, right? So Mark of Balance health is probably his best option. So I'm going to re-equip because I have lots of new 3-star items. And there we go. So and I'm just taking a look here. These ones seem to have different bonus. Oh, they actually all have different bonuses. That's good to know. So this one increases health, offense, and crit power. This one increases counter bonus, ferocity, and resolve. I don't know what ferocity and resolve do. And then the last one increases defense, basic bonus, and resolve. So probably the defense one is best if he's tanking hits. Is there any way to check what these stats do? Maybe if I click this eye here? Aha, perfect. Resolve reduces your chance to be affected by debuffs. Ferocity increases your chance to inflict debuffs. Okay, so both those are pretty useless. Basic bonus increases damage for basic attacks, assist attacks, and multi-strikes. Not too different from offense, I guess. Defense reduces damage taken, health is health. So actually, if I were to completely optimize, right, the random attributes probably should be either health and offense or the defense and basic bonus, one or the other, right? Whatever. Let's just equip it. So good enough. So now he's a much more tanky character, and in the case of the Champion of Winter, I probably want to focus him on increasing damage output, right? If I have enough. You need 3 copies of each to actually get it to work, right? So maybe Mark of the Bear would be the way to go here. And at the end of action, heals all allies for 25% of offense when health is lower than 50%. Wow. Nope. And this one deals 10% of target's max hit points as extra damage to the target with each attack, capping at 100% offense. Interesting. So you know what? Likely for now, I'm going to equip what I have, which is going to continue to be this one. Right. Like so, since I have a set of the 3 here. Other than that, Raventree Elite currently is equipping one that increases damage when he takes damage. That's probably not the best. You probably want a full offensive one on the Raventree Elite. Like Mark of the Bear. Seems to be great for him. And this one increases... I'm going to want the basic... Oh, this is nice. Both offense and basic offense. So this is the one I'll probably equip. Right? There's no Mark of the Bear here right now, and... if I unequip those 2... for some reason it's not letting me select other traits. What's going on there? So no Mark of the Bears yet for either of these 2 slots. However, I will be doing my dailies today, right? In Beyond the Wall, the ranging and so on, and that should probably get me the items I need. So the rest of this I'm going to do offline. There's no point in watching me play all these out. I imagine it's going to be pretty boring to watch, since I mostly auto-battle these things. And there we have it. Yeah. No. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you found this video useful to you. And yeah, this is just a quick status update of my party at this point in time. So on that note, Nitro out.